Hey, thanks for joining us. This video is a refresher for all the signs that we learned during Signing Story Time Session 6, which was all about clothing. These signs should come in handy, pun intended, because most people do get dressed every day. So you can put these signs to use every day while you're putting on the different items of clothing. The first sign that we're going to learn is going to be coat. You're just going to mimic putting on a coat. Very simple. Even more simplistic is the sign for hat. It's almost just like you're patting your head. For shoes, your hands are going to be in fist, and they're going to be facing down with the back of your hand facing up. And you're just going to kind of bump them together, those shoes. You've seen this sign a lot with our Pete the Cat segment of Signing Story Time. For socks, same fist, except now you're going to extend your index finger, and then you're just going to kind of rub the two hands together while pointing down. Socks. Pajamas. It's a combination sign. We're going to combine two signs to express the one word of pajamas, and the two signs are sleep and clothing. So first, sleep. You're going to have your palm kind of open and facing towards your face, and you're going to bring all of your fingers together at the same time that you're going to close your eyes and kind of nod your head down, almost like you're falling asleep. So sleep, sleep. Clothing, both hands, open palms, and your thumb is going to be at the top of your chest on both sides, and you're just going to brush down and out. So, clothing. So for pajamas, it's going to be sleep, clothing. Sleep, clothing. ASL is different from English and more similar to other foreign languages when it comes to describing objects. First, you're going to say what the object actually is, and then you are going to describe it. In English, we typically put the description before we even know what we're talking about, for some reason. But in ASL, and I believe Spanish and French and other languages, I'm sure, first you're going to sign the object, and then you will describe it. So for coat, you might do coat, and then you might do stripes, polka dots, whatever. So that is how you would describe the items of clothing. You would first say which item it is, and then you would provide the description. This week's song, Silly Socks, is to the tune of Where is Thumbkin? I will teach you two more signs that you can use in the song. Where is just with your index finger, extend it and point it upward. You just kind of shake your hand a little bit. There. And silly. Silly is the Y hand shape, and then you're going to put it right in front of the face with the thumb right up against the nose, and then you just kind of move it almost like you're flicking the nose. Just a little bit. So silly. Where do socks go? Where do socks go? On my head, on my head. That is very silly, that is very silly. Silly socks, silly socks. Where do shoes go? Where do shoes go? On my hand, on my hand. That is very silly, that is very silly. Silly shoes, silly shoes. Where do hats go? Where do hats go? On my nose, on my nose. That is very silly, that is very silly. Silly hats, silly hats. Where do coats go? Where do coats go? On my toes, on my toes. That is very silly, that is very silly. Silly coats, silly coats. The books that we read this week are Froggy Gets Dressed by Jonathan London and Blue Hat, Green Hat by Sandra Boynton. So use these signs as you get dressed throughout your week, and repetition is key, so make sure to always use the sign with the object and just stay consistent. Look forward to seeing y'all next time. Bye. We'll first specify what you are talking about, and then since everybody gets dressed in their life. Well, as you and your child are getting dressed this week, I hope that you're able to incorporate a lot of the signs. Like I said, in today's, you're able to get a lot of use out of these signs and can put them, you just stop saying each other.